Yo, what up, social media family? Corey Brimmer, Sugar Rim Bar, man. It is 7 a.m. The grind don't stop. Yo, so look, on this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys and break down to you. Have you ever thought about starting a cleaning company or starting your own business? And because you guys see me making these videos, 6 figures, all that kind of stuff. What if you had to start all over again? What if you had to go to day one of grinding and hustling and starting your business? All right, so today we're gonna do cleaning business. All right, so like I said in every video, let's go. Yo, so look, check it out. I'm with Tiara. What up, Tiara? What's going on?
I'm tired.
Tiara, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, man. Tell the folks, what do you got, Tiara? What are you? What's your name of your company?
Lettuce Cleaning Services.
All right.
I'm here to help you get your house clean and organized. I also help with junk removals and trash removals. Let me hold
Yeah, you do that. I'll do the driving.
We rather be safe. That's what we do. We rather be safe. But I'm a Lettuce Cleaning Services. And as you heard, we're here at 7 o'clock in the morning. I still got coal in my eyes. And we're about to go help a customer move right now this morning.
All right, so look at this one. So look, let me ask you some questions. What made you start your cleaning business?
I started my cleaning company in 2013, right? Like right after I had my daughter. But I was still doing the 9 to 5. It was like interfering. The 9 to 5 was getting in the way of what I wanted to do, to be honest. And I'm like, okay, everybody starting businesses, but mine's not picking up off the ground because I'm still working. So just last month in July, I woke up and I said, I don't feel like going to work no more. I'm gonna work for myself. And ever since then, I've been working for myself.
Wait. So you woke up with a decision that I'm gonna work for myself?
Yeah.
And you just decided to do it, and then
Yeah.
That's what you did?
Yep. I woke up on July 6th.
You got the date?
The date and everything. July 6th, I woke up and called my job and said I would not be in for a week. They said, okay. They was with it. They was like, okay, that's cool. We'll see you Monday. I said, okay.
What?
They said, we'll see you Monday. I said, okay. So Monday comes, my mom was like, you shouldn't go. I said, you sure? She said, no, you shouldn't go. I said, you know what? Something inside of me that keeps telling me, don't go. So then the next day, I typed up a letter and I said, yeah, I'll be gone.
They said, no, we don't want you to go. We need you to run.
So you gave them like a formal resignation. You ain't just quit. You did it the right. You gave them a 2 weeks notice or whatever.
Yes. I gave them a whole letter and everything. And the project manager to this day, he said that effing Tierra, because she wanted to leave us, we needed her. And actually I was stuck in a warehouse. So you really didn't need me because I was just sitting in the warehouse. We didn't have no job.
But you would work what, 8, 10 hour days?
10 hours a day.
10 hour days, right?
10 hours a day.
What time did you go to work?
We had to be to work at 7 in the morning.
So what time was you getting up to be there at 7?
About 6 o'clock.
All right.
And
you working from 7 a.m.
to 4. We was working from 7 to 4. And sometimes if the job was over, we'll have to be there until the job is done. So that's like 5:30, 6 o'clock, stuff like that. So
sometimes you would get home at 6, 7.
7.
So you've been gone since 6, 7 in the morning. You come home at 6, 7 at night.
And tired.
Sleep.
Still got a 10-year-old child that you got to help because this is when COVID started. So you still got to do distant learning and stuff like that. So you got to be a teacher also when you get home. So I'm tired. So I was like, no, I don't want to keep doing this, and I'm stuck. I wanted to be a peacock. I wanted to fly. And it was like,
no, we want you here and we need you. We want you here.
So to this day, the manager, well, the supervisor, she calls me every day, and she's like, yeah, we miss you. Like, we wish you were here. It's like everybody's attitude didn't change because I was the life of I was always happy in there. I had my days sometimes, but yeah, but it was like I just woke up and was like, nah. I always had that feeling though. I always was.
Okay, wait. Rewind. I'm gonna do a little thing right here. I'm gonna edit it and go.
Okay.
You tried to start a cleaning business before though.
Yeah, I did.
So, what's the difference between when you started it before and what's the difference now? Why is it different?
I didn't have enough time because, like, I was working a 9 to 5. So after I get off of work, it'll be too late to go and
so
clean
you was trying to do
people's
both before. You was trying to work the 9 to 5 gig and then do the side gig on the side.
Yeah. And not only that, everybody don't want their houses clean on the weekend. People want to sleep. So it's like the weekend won't work. That's what all I used to get. The weekend won't work. I get moving, you know, people moving their houses. I mean, moving out of their houses. I get that, but it was rare for that. But once I gave that letter to my job, I've been getting calls. I've been getting, hey, can you come and clean this? Hey, I'm booked every single day. Like, I'm thankful for that. Like, I get the hustle because I see this man with his encouraging videos every single day. This is my blood cousin. This is not, you know, somebody saying, oh, that's my cousin Pete. No, this is not cousin Pete.
Hey, the grind is real, man. The hustle is sold separately. The grind is real. The hustle is sold separately.
And I seen how he went from nothing to everything, and it was like he's an inspiration to a lot of people, and not only to a lot of people, to us. And I worked for him a couple of times, and it was like I still had a 9 to 5, so I couldn't be hands-on with him like I would want it to be, because we both could have grew. We both could have made something. It could have been Sugar and Bar / Let Us Clean, you know. I'm coming in cleaning up for you, but he didn't already did all that, so I was late.
So let's get to the stuff, because people want to know this. They want to know how much money can you make. Break it down for them and let them know how much money can you make. Is it worth leaving your job to work for yourself to clean?
Yes. To be honest, the same amount of money I made at Servpro, I made about $200 to $300 more a week. I can make that.
And you have your time back.
You have more time. Yes. I can go to a job for 2 hours and make $200 and go back home and go to sleep, and then either get up and go to another one.
Oh, let me tell you. No, we don't sleep. Don't sleep. You got time to sleep.
No, I could, but I actually don't, because I have mom and my daughter and everybody waking me up, calling, and customers like, hey. You see? And not only that, I work for a clothing store too, so I'm a brand ambassador also. So it's like
you got multiple hustles.
Yeah, basically.
Multiple hustles.
It's always something.
All right, so let's talk about. So, do you remember the first job you got? Like after you put in your letter of resignation, do you remember the first job? I mean, it's different. It's different when you quit the job. You know what I mean? So, do you remember the first client you had after you quit the job? No, you done so much now you don't remember?
I don't. Because it was like once I did it, and I sent out a text to one of the ladies, and she was like, oh, give me your cleaning cards. And I gave her a whole bunch of cards because she worked for an insurance company, and she said it's a lot of people that need, you know, my services for when they move and stuff like that.
Like, that's good. So let's talk about that. So what advice would you give someone that maybe wants to start a cleaning business? How do they get their name out there?
Networking. Networking is where it's at. I started, like I said, it was just word of mouth at first. I was going around the neighborhood, me and my daughter passing out cards. Didn't hear anything from people. But then I forgot who my first customer was. I can't believe it. That's crazy, but it's every day after that I've been getting a job here and there. And no, actually the cleaning company, the clothing company that I'm with, he was like, hey, can you come and clean the store like twice a week? And I was like, cool. Yeah, I can do that. He was like, all right, bet. You know, we set on a little agreement twice a week. I come and clean the store. It's nothing but a bathroom. Yeah, so once me and him came up with that agreement, it was like I had, you know, I've been having customers, man. And then I downloaded the app Thumbtack, because somebody did tell me. They was like, hey, you want Thumbtack or Handy? And I was like, no. I downloaded the Thumbtack app, put in my services that I do. Next thing you know, I've been getting leads back to back, even though Thumbtack.
Yo, so check it. So look. So that's another part of entrepreneurship that a lot of people struggle with. They struggle with, like, you downloaded the app, you went out networking. Your first job, the dude cleaning the bathroom, he wasn't paying you a lot of money, right?
No, it was
right?
just $50 a day.
But see, some people they struggle at that level to where, again, I was there. I'm not saying it like whatever, but I was there. You're not making enough money. You don't charge enough. You're not networking enough. Some people want the success of the business, but they don't want to put the work in, right?
That's true. We was just saying that yesterday. I was just telling somebody that yesterday. That is so true. They want the money, but they don't want to do the work. And I see that all the time. I used to see that when I was working at Surfbro. They want the money, they just stand around and don't want to do the work. But look, if you put in the extra foot of what you're doing, you could get an extra money. You never know. People tip you. I did it once out, and I charged her for deep cleaning. It was a lot, because she had a lot of stuff, you know. And she still tipped me $50 more. And I'm looking like,
on top of the money that you charged.
What she gave and what I charged her.
Just because you went a little bit extra in the cleaning.
Exactly. And then she recommended me to her son that lives across the street.
So you got more business.
So I cleaned his house, and him and her was like, hey, can you come every month now? Like, we want you to come every month. And not only is it my cleaning, it's my customer service. I like to engage with my customers. I like to have conversations. Talk about good stuff. Like, I get history lessons. And that's who my first customer was. His dad actually recommended me to the lady. It's an older lady, and his dad did work in her house. And he called someone to come and clean it, but they didn't show up. So my dad called me and was like, hey, your uncle said he got somebody that he wanted you to clean her house real quick, get the dust up. I said, okay. So I get there, I'm cleaning her house, you know, cleaning up the dust. I went the extra mile and vacuumed her whole floor in her living room and all that. And she was like, oh, you ain't have to do that. I said, yeah, and I did the dining room too, because that's where all your stuff was at. So I did all that, and she was like, hey, you think about coming back, but mind you, I was still working. So she was like, when are you available to come back? Because I might want you to clean my house like every other month. I said, well, I do have a 9 to 5, but I can come like on the weekends, you know. She was like, okay. She wrote me down in her schedule. When I quit, I called her. I said, hey, Miss Fista, you know, I'm available now, and I didn't quit my job. She said, oh, that is so great. She was more excited than me. She was like, so when you could come during the week? So I came during the week, and ever since then, she been calling me, hey, can you come and just dust? All she want me to do is dust. Older lady, like 70-something.
Hey, but look, what are we talking about? Like, people like that, clients like that. It's not, I mean, she definitely needs the cleaning. But some people she just needs somebody to talk to, right?
Yep, that's what it is. They just want to, because that's all they're going to do. They're going to sit there and talk to you. Because that's what the other client did. She's an older lady, and she was like the one who wanted me to help her and her son. She was like, yeah, like she talked the whole time, and I was engaging with her and her son. When I went to his house, it was the same thing. And actually, this is where God works, because her son actually works for small businesses that starts out. Like, he works in the government, and they help small businesses boost. And he was sending me information, and he was like, I just wanted to know how you get started. And he was like, that's funny, because I work for small businesses. I work with small businesses, and we help people get their business out there more. And
so, like, again, another thing is people don't understand how, like, the dots are connected. They don't see the connections of you know, how you started, and see how all those things are starting to connect. And then it's just one day and one step and one thing in front of the other. Then pretty soon you're gonna look up and you're gonna have a box truck, and you're gonna have a fleet of trucks. You're gonna have dry fit shirts and your hat, and be doing business all over the country. But it doesn't happen overnight. And that's what people think. They want instant success. They want to be successful today.
Yeah.
They don't want to put the work in, so.
And not only that, y'all, I'm going to be real. It's days that I woke up and was like, oh my God, I quit my job. What am I doing? Oh my God. You stupid as hell. Why you going to do that? Why would you do that? Why? And that's the devil. Because every day that he told me that in my ear, God was like, nope, here go another job. I don't care if it's $75. I'm going to go.
Right.
I don't care. I do not care. I don't care if you just wanted me to move something from one spot in your garage to the next. I don't care. Because once you see, oh, she came on time, she made sure everything was good, she did all this, she went the extra mile, you're going to call me back. Not to be arrogant, but you're going to call me back. And a lot of people right now are looking for black-owned businesses because, it's Black Power season now. We repping for each other. So everybody is looking for it, and that's what a lot of people are saying. And they see my profile pic on Thumbtack, and they was like, it was your smile that got me. That's all it was.
You have to learn to play to your strengths. You have to you're in America. It's a capitalist society.
Yeah.
You capitalize on your strengths. So if it's a movement happening or if it's something going on, you market towards that. You gear your business towards that. But also, like you were saying, what I did with my business is I saw a lot of people out there, they have fake Google images, fake food, fake drinks. I was like, I don't want to be that. If anybody hires me, I want them to see this face because this is the guy that's going to be, I don't want to have a fake image up and then you see me come to the door and you're like, wait a minute, that wasn't who I saw online.
Right, exactly.
I want you to see me so when you pay in this face to do the work.
Exactly, and that's true because every client I gave him this face. I gave him the look. I was like, and they was like, that was that face. It was the smile that got me. And when I get to the door, they was like, oh, you do look like your picture. And it's like, and you gonna have that time when you be like, oh man, what was me? Why would I do that? Why did I quit? Why? That's the fear. And that's the fear that I had when I was working a 9 to 5 and was like, no, I need my 9 to 5 to supply for my business. Now I don't have a 9 to 5, so I got to get out here and supply for my business.
Every day.
I have to still buy supplies from, the stores and everything that you buy in your house. That's the same thing I got to do.
Let's talk about this part. Do you think that this party, I know you're just starting, but looking back and doing it all over again, do you think that you're charging enough?
No.
Because that's another level that a lot of people don't. It takes time to get there. So tell me why do you charge what you charge now? And you don't necessarily have to give the numbers or whatever, but why do you charge what you charge now? And why don't you think that you're charging enough?
Because I charge what I charge now because I be like, I don't want to charge them too much because what if they,
tell the truth.
Okay, so my thing is,
other entrepreneurs are going to watch this and they're in the same position as you. They think the same exact things that you think.
Yeah, so I didn't want to charge a lot because I thought if I give them a high price, they'll be like, oh no, I don't want to go to you. But then you're going to go to another business or another company, and they're going to charge you double of what I asked for.
Right.
So it was like, and then as he would tell me, as anybody else was, like my dad and them would say, you don't want to short yourself because you going to put in a lot of work and you're going to get paid nothing for all this work that you just put in. And if you get people helping you, how you going to pay them?
Pay them.
Because I pay generously. You're not getting $25 working with me. If you show me that you working, oh yeah, I'm going to pay you good.
Right.
Because I want all of us to win. All of us. It's not just a me thing. Yeah, it's my company. But I'm nothing without a team. I'm nothing because I can't do 5 houses in one day. I could if I had the energy or if I was Superwoman. But in reality, 5 houses in one day, you'll be tired.
Every day?
Every day.
But you also, with entrepreneurs, so what like I didn't see and probably what you don't see in the beginning, is you take all these gigs, you take all this stuff because you want the business, you need the money, you're hungry. But what you end up doing is you end up building a foundation of customers, and I don't want to say this being in a bad way, but they're cheap.
Yeah.
You build a foundation of people that won't pay you your worth, and so when you start building that clientele that will pay you, so now you're caught in this sort of double-edged thing where you charge somebody, you didn't charge them enough, and then you got a client that you charge too much. Now you're in this thing now where you didn't change now.
Yeah.
So, but if you build it up right, you start from the beginning, because they're gonna pay somebody anyway.
That's true.
They're gonna go find somebody and pay somebody anyway.
And a lot of them be like, hey, I was gonna call this movie company and they charged me.
Right.
They wanted to charge me $7, and I'm like, I'll knock off 100. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll knock off 100 for you. Yeah, I'll knock off 100.
Yeah, sometimes a part of I'll even probably start building videos on this, but sometimes in a part of negotiation, you gotta let your clients shop you, or you gotta let them do some market research. You gotta let your clients go out and get 3 or 4 quotes. You gotta see, like when I'm negotiating with a client, I'm trying to get inside their head. I want to know who'd you talk to before you talk to me. Where did you get your information? How did you find me? How did you come up? Before I even give a price to somebody, I ask them, "What's your budget? What do you got to spend?"
Exactly.
Some will tell you, some won't tell you, but at least you ask.
And that's what I do. I do ask them that. I be like, "What's your budget?" And then they be like,
Listen, look, everybody knows how much money they have. Don't let these clients treat you and act like, "Oh, I don't know. You give me a price." When they say give me a price, you give them standard market price.
Yeah, that's true. And then they be like, "Oh," or some of them be like, "Oh, that ain't nothing."
Oh yeah, once you give them the price, they instantly find out what their budget is. They instantly know what their budget is once you give them the price. They always knew their budget. They just didn't tell it to you. It's chess, not checkers.
Exactly.